I've seen pictures of what it used to look like. It wasn't very inviting. There was so much industrial use upstream and around the harbor. I mean, it was a well-used harbor, and there was sediment coming down the river, and this is sort of a place where the water slows down and stuff settles out. So it kind of accumulated over the years.
Remediation at the harbor had to be addressed first. The removal of excess sediment and soils that have accumulated over the years was really the first step of revitalizing the harbor, as well as the South Channel.
Nearly 60,000 cubic yards of sediment were removed from the harbor, and more than 300,000 cubic yards of arsenic-contaminated sediment were removed from the turning basin through the South Channel.
We're at the South Channel off the Menominee River, just on the edge of Menominee Harbor, and the industrial noise that you hear in the background is associated with industry, paper mills and such along the river.
Like the harbor, South Channel was a damaged area and an important area for fish and wildlife. Once cleanup and restoration of the harbor was completed, restoration work continued upstream to the South Channel.
We were hired to basically do all of the installation, anything from seeding to invasive species control to installing all the fencing that you see everywhere to keep critters out until everything can get established. And we installed trees, shrubs, herbaceous plants.
Nearly 40,000 of them on more than 20 acres of wetland and upland areas. Bluebird and tree swallow nest boxes, bat houses, owl boxes, wood duck boxes, and osprey and heron nesting platforms were added, making South Channel a great place for wildlife and for viewing local critters.
There's been deer wandering through the marsh here today, lots of waterfowl, herpetiles, amphibians. Pretty much any wildlife you can imagine is using this river corridor in an urban setting for habitat.
Ogden Street is up near, on the kind of the downstream side of the South Channel, and it leads into the harbor area of Menominee. And prior to this project, the city had rocks blocking that, which was preventing the fish from migrating from Menominee into the South Channel.
The material was removed and flow was restored between Menominee Harbor and South Channel. Northern pike and other fish now have better connection to the harbor. New structures on the channel bank and underwater are helping all kinds of aquatic animals thrive.
We call them fish sticks, where we're just taking the sticks and crossing them over to kind of stack them up and provide that diverse cover. We're putting rock out there, which again is nice spawning habitat, but also provides cover for invertebrates and other small fish. This is all really new. We're going to be evaluating it with surveys to see if we see increases in numbers, but there's no reason why it shouldn't.
The community benefits of this restoration are becoming obvious. Menominee Harbor was chosen as home base for Cabela's 2017 National Walleye Tour Championship, which brought more than $1 million of economic benefit to the area.
We put out a survey for the anglers and let them pick where we go for the following year and even for 2 years. And they picked they wanted to go here 2 years ago, so I started working on it. We have the championship in August, so they wanted to come here. They can all catch numbers, and a lot of them will catch huge walleye. This fishery is unbelievable here.
When you look around us, you see a ton of activity. You've got boats, you've got people utilizing the harbor. Revitalization is the key component of this project. It brings together the remediation and the restoration and brings human and nature together to really create a great setting that encourages people to get down to the water and utilize a great resource.
For me, it's very rewarding work because I get to take a bare site that's devoid of biological diversity and I get to turn it back into an ecological gem.
You have wildlife here, there's opportunity for viewing, there's walking areas where people can walk on the land, canoe in the water. and observe wildlife all in one location.
We got steelhead in there, we got walleye, pike, muskie, panfish. So I always encourage people, if you want shore fishing opportunities, go to Menominee.
The transformation of this area will lead to additional economic vibrancy for the city and really make it a shining star.
It feels great to see it, to know what it used to be and how far it's come, to see it transformed like this. I'm really glad to be a part of this project.
To learn more about the restoration of Wisconsin's areas of concern and how you can get involved, visit dnr.wi.gov.